Waves. I'm back again. I have some more news. It is crazy, crazy, crazy. I don't know if you all have seen the title. Hopefully, you have. That is the reason why you are here. Oh my goodness, we have Anita Porter from the Pointer Sisters. We've got Fred White, a drummer, okay, from Earth, Wind, and Fire. And then we also have Jeremiah Green from Modest Mouse. All of them have been sacrificed, deleted. They aren't here. This is not a mistake. This is by design. We're going to get into this. For some of you, this is new information. Some of you don't even know about some of these people not being here, but we're going to get into this thing nonetheless. I'm going to give you all a few minutes to come in. For those of you that are here, I generally do this when I start my streams. We're going to break this thing wide open and we're going to explain some things and put some things together. As I said, it's 2023. We're not playing around. We're not messing around. It's a lot going on and you all need to be aware of this, okay? So if you're here, feel free to let me know in the chat. I don't know if you've seen the title. Okay, this is OG Big Pimpin'. You know what I'm saying? This is old school greats, pioneers, hits. You know what I'm saying? If you're part of that new school, you're not going to know who I'm talking about. Okay, a lot of these names that I mentioned going to go right over your head. But let me tell you, a lot of the artists, a lot of the musicians, a lot of the bands, a lot of the groups, the soloists, etc., they're here because of them. What's up, Tanya? How you doing? What's going on? Hey, Felicia. How you doing? What's up, Norma? Jocelyn in the building. Like I said, I'm going to give you all a few minutes to come in. For those of you that are here, you can go ahead and subscribe. If you haven't already done so, please hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. Please also check out my membership section. Get the likes up. All right. Also, if you want to book any appointments with me, readings, okay, consulting, I do all types of stuff, life coaching. I have all types of hats that I wear. Go to brainwaves.com or follow the instructions in the description box. Hey, what's up, Blue? It's so good to have you here. Blessings to you. This is serious. Now, like I said, the young cats, the young dogs, the young school, new school, some of these millennials, I'm not saying that necessarily is anyone here, but a lot of y'all not going to care about any of these individuals here. See, everybody want me to go talk about Gangsta Boo and, you know, some of these younger people, even though she's kind of been around for a while, but, you know, they want me to cover those type of stories, you know, Gangsta Boo, Twitch, and people like that. A lot of y'all not going to know about these old heads. But like I said, these OGs set it off for all these other people. A lot of samples, a lot of styles, a lot of things came from these OGs. Okay. I'm going to show you all some footage in just a second to let you all know and see that, in fact, these people are no longer with us and that this is an official thing. I always like to do that because, you know, people be clickbaiting, people be showing all types of crazy stuff. I don't do that here. So I'm going to let you all see and let y'all know. And again, I want some people to have a moment to come in here and see what's what. Okay. If you're here, go ahead and say hello. Also, a couple of ground rules for those of you that are here. Let's try to avoid the "I'd" word. Let's try to avoid saying the deaf. Okay, the M word is related to deaf. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. We're going to avoid that. So we're going to say things like deleted, oft, past. Y'all get me, right? Code words for those of you that are here. This is what we're going to talk about. And again, I see more people join it. I'm just trying to give people a few more minutes to come in because I was supposed to start the stream earlier and I had to delay the start of this live stream. But we're going to do this nonetheless, okay? Y'all tell me in the chat, which one, for those of you that are here, that you want to see first as far as the official news. I know a lot of you don't know about Fred White from Earth, Wind, and Fire no longer being with us. What's up, Sharina? Y'all bow down and represent and recognize a queen in the building. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. This is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. This is crazy. Was I not just doing a live stream with Gangsta Boo? And the way that this has happened and the frequency that this is happening, I'm gonna have to start doing like combos. You know, I'm gonna have to start turning these deletions into like groups. You see what I'm saying? I don't even know if I'm gonna have a chance to do solo videos anymore because so much is going on. It's crazy. And I don't think anyone is even talking about these people. A lot of people don't even know. It's like, who's Jeremiah Green? I don't know who that is. A lot of people don't even care who this is. I know. Look, Sharina is right. She said just last night, shaking my head. I can't take this. Exactly. Now I'm gonna get into why this is taking place. Y'all saw the thumbnail, and I want to reinforce things. I keep showing y'all things. I keep letting y'all know things that this is a real thing. We're seeing it firsthand in the music industry. But rest assured, this takes place in all industries. I've said this 100 times. I'm going to say it 1,000 times, and I'm going to keep saying it. I don't care if you're in education, you're going to be met with this. If you're in the religion industry, you're going to be met with this. Okay? If you are in politics, if you're in the military and law enforcement, you're going to be met with this. Again, close your eyes, spin the globe of an industry, pick it, and guess what? This is the same thing that takes place. It's just that everyone is connected when it comes to the entertainment industry, so we know about these people. So what I'm going to do first is, I think I'm going to start with Fred, okay? Because a lot of you don't know. This is breaking news. You know, this information just came out today. So I think I'm going to actually start there. You know, now keep in mind, we also have Barbara Walters that I haven't had time to go back and cover because so much of this is taking place. I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, what do you say? How do you? What can you say? I mean, you can't even justify it. You just really can't justify it. But we're gonna get into this nonetheless. Man, I'm still like trying to wrap my head around this. I don't know if y'all can understand this. This is as shocking to me as much as you all. So before I get into this, I see Sharina's asking a question about what do you mean by harvesting season? Okay, I can explain this essentially in because we've hit the new year. Okay, so we've had our happy new year and it is now January the 2nd already, 2023. Now, generally at the end of a year and at the beginning of the year, people like to harvest spiritual energy. Okay, so they're harvesting the souls of not only these individuals here, but other individuals. Okay, and they do this to sustain their careers, sacrifice certain things in order for other things to take place. You know, it's like that perpetual cycle of life and death, death and life. So, my goodness, they have to do this. And there's a deeper thing about this. I'm going to come back to this point that I want to get into. I don't want to quite get into it just yet, but I am going to get into it nonetheless, okay? So what I'm going to do is, I may not necessarily show you all videos like I normally do, but let me see. I will definitely show you all the information nonetheless, okay? I'm just trying to see if I'm going to get into videos or not. Because sometimes those videos, you got to watch out for them. You know, they might have some information that it might get you kind of caught up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to get caught up. Y'all know I already talk about controversial stuff as it is. So what I'm going to do, I'll just go ahead and show y'all an article here, okay? This will suffice. You can look it up, you can fact check it, but this will be enough for you all to see. This is a real thing. This is why I'm talking about it. See, a lot of you, while I go ahead and show this information, a lot of you may just be thinking, oh, it's just a coincidence. You know, they old. Yeah, they just got deleted because they old. And yes, Sharina, they be harvesting souls. Absolutely. It is sick. I told y'all, it's just like on Netflix, The Dark Crystal. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about, okay? Because y'all think I'm playing. Now, I can't really show to you. Now, in 1960, Jim Henson had the original version, okay? And then they updated it in 82. I'm gonna try to show y'all. I'll try to show y'all a little something here. Okay. Well, I'll share that with y'all. This will explain the harvesting souls. Since this came up, this will kind of explain it a little bit better. Okay. So I'm gonna put some on the screen, and I want y'all to take a look at this. Okay. This is called The Dark Crystal. They have a movie. I have this on Blu-ray. The original 1978 movie. 1982, what have you. And then you have this also here on Netflix, okay? Now, I'm just going to show you a couple of scenes. So y'all see this is on Netflix here. Y'all can watch this, okay? I'm not going to play it, obviously, because, you know, YouTube will probably copyright strike me and take this video down. But what I want to show you is y'all see this bird right here? They have these evil bird creatures called Skeksis. Now, just think about these Satanists and these Luciferians in the industry. I'm going to call them Skeksis. Okay? See, this go back way back in the day. And then y'all see these creatures here? These creatures here, they're called Gelfling. Now, these Gelfling are like angelic beings. You know, they're like, they would be like us. They'll be like Christians, believers, whatever faith you are, following the Most High, etc., etc. You know, that's who they would be. So these birds here called Skeksis, they got to a point where they couldn't live anymore, right? Y'all see how they look, or how this one in particular looks. They couldn't live anymore. So they were trying to figure out how could they live. They figured out a way that, hey, we can harvest their souls. So they literally were trying to get a hold of all the Gelfling and sacrifice them and harness their energy. And this is why you see it here on Netflix now, Dark Crystal Age of Resistance. Y'all see here, it was at Comic-Con. I mean, this is a big thing. If y'all haven't seen it, I highly suggest for you to watch it. It will explain how the industry does these sacrifices. See, a lot of people hear the word sacrifice and they think that this is just some game or some little fake conspiracy theory thing. No, I'm trying to tell y'all this is what's going on, and it's 2023 and we don't have no time to waste. Because a lot of people are trying to sing professionally, rap professionally, act professionally. You know, they want to be a CEO, a high-ranking CEO of some company, and you got products and all types of things. You might want to run for politics. You might want to move up super high in the military, law enforcement. I mean, you in education, you pick something. Y'all need to know this, because in order to get across that threshold and take that next step, you're going to have to make that sacrifice, or that person's going to have to make that sacrifice. And once you do it, once you sign your name on a dotted line, once you sign that contract, they own you and you're done. So Sharina's saying, wait, what? Jim Henson, who did the Muppets? Yes. Let me show y'all real quick. I'm gonna back out. Let me back out and go here. I'll just show you Wikipedia. Okay, so look at this. The Dark Crystal is a 1982 dark fantasy film directed by Jim Henson. Y'all see him? Y'all see that? You come over here and you look, this is the original cover here. So if you go buy the original DVD or Blu-ray, or you look for whatever the original download, this is the OG cover here. So if you watch the OG one, you're gonna see how it really started. It lays the plot, but the age of resistance on Netflix is just convenient for most of y'all to pull up. Pretty much everybody got access to Netflix. Okay. But yes, here we go. See, look, here we go. Look at this line here. There we go, the Muppet Show. Here it is, the Muppet Show. You know, David Odell. You know, you got these people that work with Jim Henson. But yeah, this goes back in the day with Jim Henson. So this is some real stuff, y'all. Okay? Sharina's right. Blow your top off. They be trying to hide this stuff in plain sight. That's why I'm telling you. What's up, Delta Roots? What's up to anybody that's here? Go ahead and get the likes up. You know what I'm saying? This is OG legacy here. See, a lot of people don't know who these people are. I want to put a 1 in the chat if you know who Jeremiah Green is. I know y'all know who Anita Porter is, you know, from the Pointer Sisters. And I know many of you know who Fred White is from Earth, Wind, and Fire. But tell me if y'all know who Jeremiah Green is. Okay, Sharina knows. You know what I'm saying? Modest Mouse drummer. I'm about to break this down. I'm going to show y'all who they are real quick. But I just want to show y'all this Dark Crystal thing. Y'all go watch this. If y'all think I'm making this up. And you're going to see those birds. They're called skeksis. And they say one thing. Skeksis love essence. And y'all think I'm exaggerating with that depiction? That's exactly how they do it. Okay? These satanic Luciferians. These artists that y'all making false idols of. You know, the Bible talks about false idols in the 10 Commandments. And I'm not saying anyone here, but you know, people be worshiping these people. Y'all know that's what they be doing, right? They be worshiping these people. Oh, celebrity this, celebrity that. I want to be like this person. I want to be like that person. And you know, it doesn't have to just be in the entertainment industry. Again, pick an industry. This could just be corporate America. Pick something. This is what they do. So I may come back to this. Let me go ahead and start with let's just start with Fred. We're gonna start with Fred here. Okay. We're gonna just put him on the screen. We'll screen it. Okay, boom. There's your boy. Okay, y'all see it. This is from Fox 5 in Atlanta. Okay, this is my hometown here in the A. Y'all can see that it was published today, January the 2nd at 3:11 p.m. So I found out kind of around that time. It was close to 4 o'clock, and I was like, what? Actually, my wife found out. She beat me to the punch because I've been grinding so much. But y'all see it right here. Now, I'm not even going to get into the numerology of his age. But you know what? I will get into it. I've seen a lot of similarities where he's 67 and I've seen people 76. Okay, and then y'all know it adds up to the same thing. It adds up to 13. Okay. 67. Okay, the 6 and the 7. Okay, if I'm not mistaken. You add us up to 13. And then you add the 1 and the 3. That adds up to 4. Okay, now we're tying a lot of stuff in here. It's something about that number 4. All right. I'm just saying that number 4. Okay, that number 4 is about stability and support. You see what I'm saying? Passion and drive. So these people that are being sacrificed, that adds up to a number 4 with their ages and the timing. There's a whole lot of things that connect them to that number. They're harnessing support for some new artists to move forward this year in 2020. 23. So best believe there's about to be another drummer that's finna come up. Because check this out. Let me go ahead and go through the article real quick. Okay, his family announced it. They're saddened with the loss. We kind of understand. Um, he joins their brothers Maurice, Monte, and Ronald in heaven. So once again, here we go. A cause of death was not given. Y'all see this? Okay, I'm showing y'all this because I want y'all to see certain things here. I want y'all to see certain things. Okay, a cause of death was not given in this article. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Let me take this ad off the screen here. Okay, I can't even around this. This is just too much. Watch this. Let's back out of this. I showed y'all that this is official. Let's just back out of this real quick. You know TMZ be knowing everything. Let's see what TMZ got to say. Because y'all know TMZ be knowing everything. Oh, I'm going to do some follow-ups to this. If these people sacrificing flies, making people drop like flies, and give me some time to do some follow-ups, we going to crack this code. These are initial looks here. Okay, so right here, it says the cause of death is unclear. Do y'all see what I just highlighted? The cause of death is unclear. So there's no official mention to the cause of death. Okay, once again, we don't know what happened. Everybody all of a sudden get absent-minded. No witnesses. Nobody knows what's going on. All of a sudden, people just cease to exist, huh? We don't know what's happening, huh? Everybody, oh, I don't know. My phone was broke. My ears ain't working. You know, I had my ears were stopped up. You know, crazy. Okay. Now, I'm about to show y'all something else. It's just, man, it's too much. It makes no sense. And like I said, these are a bunch of OGs in the game. So I don't expect a whole lot of people to come to this stream yet. You know, they want me to talk about Gangsta Boo and, like I said, Twitch and Takeoff and all these, younger artists, which, I mean, I can do. And I will do, because there's some nuggets that I'm getting with that situation. Okay, so I want y'all to see, this is Jeremiah Green, okay? If you didn't pay attention to the thumbnail. All right, let's go to CNN, because they probably won't ask me to join or anything. I ain't trying to join no company just to show the article. So again, here we go. This was published by Holly Yan at the 1st. So this was yesterday, Sunday, okay, in the morning, yesterday morning, Sunday. Jeremiah Green is in here. Now, I don't know if y'all noticed something. He was a drummer. Fred White is also a drummer with Earth, Wind, and Fire. So 2 drummers are gone. So you best believe we need to be looking for somebody else that's either going to be a drummer and or someone that is a producer that's all of a sudden start coming up. Because that's usually how it works. Or someone else that's real gifted with an instrument. See what I'm saying? But let me go ahead and continue to show you the article. Okay, now here they're saying just days. Now check this out. It says just days after his cancer diagnosis was publicly announced, all of a sudden he was deleted. Just days after it was announced, and he's gone. Okay, now They say here, they said he went peacefully in his sleep. Okay, here we go. He went peacefully in his sleep. That's what the post said, according to family. And then, okay, so here we go. Look, he was a light to so many. Notice the same pattern. That was the same pattern that they said with Twitch. They said with a lot of people. See, a lot of people don't care about these people here. So I don't expect a lot of people to come here or perhaps even come back and watch, but I'm gonna cover this nonetheless. Now they said he laid down to rest and simply faded out. Okay, if you don't know who Modest Mouse is, their song "Float On" was a big song. Okay, this is just crazy. They said that he had recently been diagnosed with cancer, but did not specify what kind of cancer. And then radio DJ Marco Collins tweeted last week that Green had pulled out of a tour because he had stage 4 cancer and was undergoing chemotherapy treatment. I mean, this is just crazy, okay? And then I'm gonna go ahead and show you Anita Porter, okay? Because y'all know who Anita Porter is. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Y'all should know who she is. Okay, she shouldn't need an introduction, but I'm gonna show y'all. 'Cause maybe somebody here is watching and they don't know who she is. Again, like I said, somebody might be a part of that millennial new school. They don't know who these people are. It's like, who is this? Is this Master P? Is this P Diddy? Oh, Gangster Boo? Oh, Twitch? All right. So we're looking at Anita Porter. Okay. Again, I'll go to NBC News here. I just want to make sure I'm clicking one that's not here. Oh, we actually get a little 25-second video here. All right. So let's stop the music for a second. We'll go ahead and crank the video. I'll run it back. Don't worry, y'all. I'm going to run it back. Well, just let me full screen it. There we go. I'm going to run it back. Have no fret. Okay. Now, I don't know how it's going to work when it comes to the actual music. I might have to stop it there, but let's just take a look.
Some sad news this morning. One of the founding members of the Grammy-winning Pointer Sisters has passed away. Anita Pointer was 74 years old, and her publicist says she died of cancer Saturday night. She was the second oldest of the four sisters who rose to fame with hits in the 1970s and the 1980s, including I'm So Excited. The Pointer Sisters originally began singing in their Oakland, California church more than 50 years ago. Meanwhile, we're also learning that
crazy, y'all. Crazy. Okay. Now, I want to say something here. Each of these people are pioneers. I don't know if you've seen my thumbnail. Each of these people are pioneers. Okay. Pioneers are individuals that usher in a new whatever it is, a new style, new flavor, new sound, new voice, whatever it is. All three of these people are pioneers, right? Let me tell you how this thing works. I mentioned this before, that when you join and you take part in these industries, you become demon possessed, okay? Y'all know how Beyonce talks about all her alter ego, Sasha Fierce? What is it? Nicki Minaj says Roman. Who is it? Gangsta Boo, since we talking about Gangsta Boo. Gangsta Boo is her alter ego. Lola Mitchell's alter ego. A lot of people have alter egos, okay? Or when they act, they become something else that they aren't. This is the ritual. This is the form of the possession when the demon rises. So what happens is that demon gets to live out through these individuals. Oh, y'all thought possession was fake. You see what I'm saying? See, this is the hypocritical stuff. We'll sit up here and let one of these celebrities, for instance, perform in a church, right? And they demon possessed while they performing in church. Oh, let me go deeper. Some of these actual gospel artists, I'm talking about some of these big names singing in the church, and y'all don't even realize that they possess. And that's why they so-called got this talent. But we allowing that to take place in the church, right? But people want to come criticize somebody like me and what I do. Forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they do. Pastor up there breaking bread, letting some demons run through them. Y'all be surprised what takes place. I told you, I used to work at a mega church. I seen it. My own eyes. You don't believe me? Go ask some other people that work in this particular industry or these industries. Y'all go check around. Y'all don't believe me. Okay? All these people have alter egos, aka demons, that possess them and allow them to perform, play on the court, whatever it is they do, be brilliant, etc., etc. I'm not saying people don't have talent, but it's a lot more going on than y'all think. Y'all think it's all about just talent. That's what a lot of people think. Oh, you make it into whatever spot in corporate America or wherever you are just because you have the talent. It's so much deeper than that. It's so much deeper than that. And I'm breaking this down because in 2023, many of y'all are going to be going hard, or your family members are going to be going hard, or other people are going to be going hard. Oh, yes, I'm going to move up the corporate ladder. Oh, I'm going to ascend to this high position in church. I'm going to push my products on Shark Tank and all these other, big ventures. I'm going super big. I'm about to move up in that sports. Got that jump shot or whatever it is you do. Tiger Woods, y'all, or whatever. There's a lot that goes on. And let me explain, speaking of which, with these sacrifices. As I mentioned, each of these three individuals are pioneers. They're OGs in the game, right? Nobody can deny that. All three of these individuals, if you don't know who they are, go look them up and see what they've done for each respective position. And see, these people come from back in the day when you actually had to have talent. So, these days and age, you can suck and still be out there and be famous, because of the rituals and stuff. They don't even care about talent anymore. But see, back then, you had to actually have talent. Okay? You know what I'm saying? You had to have talent. They have all this extra computer technologies and this auto tune and all this stuff. You had to be skilled. Either you could do it or you couldn't. When I mention about spirits, these people had spirits. I'm talking about demons taking over them, working through them to allow them to do whatever it is that they do. I'm not saying they didn't actually have the talent. These people have the talent, but like I said, when you sign your name on that dotted line, all types of things start running through you. It's not just physically, it's mentally, it's spiritually. That's why they say people are a puppet. Why do you think they say people are a puppet? Where do you think that comes from? And I just got finished showing y'all a puppet in the beginning with Jim Henson and the Dark Crystal. These people become puppets. They got to do everything they're told. What happens is all three of these individuals are older now, right? They are elderly, right? They're not as trendy as they used to be. So those demons that was running through them, those spirits that was running through them, want a new host. They want a new host. They want a new host. So guess what? When those spirits want a new host, those bodies are useless. Who in here knows anything about Naruto? Who in here knows anything about Naruto? I'm gonna put this on the screen because I'm giving y'all some references that be right in front of us and you can see how this stuff works. Okay, put a 1 if you know who Naruto is. I'm gonna go ahead and put Naruto on the screen. Who has seen it? It's a video game. It's a popular series. Now, I'm showing y'all something here. This dude here, this is Orochimaru. Okay, y'all see this is a snake dude, right? I'm showing you this because you can see and figure out how this stuff works. I'm trying to break it down so you got references to understand how this stuff works. And obviously these people putting this stuff out knows how this works because they're in the industry. Okay, this guy right here, super strong ninja, right? Super strong. I'm just gonna try to keep it as simple as possible. This dude obviously is not good. He's dark. He's evil. And what he does is he does a forbidden jitsu where he will find a host and then he puts his spirit into that body. Okay, let me back up real quick. I'm about to show y'all something. Okay, so watch this. I just want y'all to see this. I'm not making this up. Okay, let me try to let me make the screen a little bit longer. I'm gonna highlight this so you can see. And this is what people be doing all the time. Okay, so you see what this is. When you see jitsu, just think like ninja moves. Okay, I just want to keep this as simple as I can for those of you that don't understand what this is and how this works. But he has a forbidden jitsu that he created, which is, it says the user experiences an increase in abilities and chakra levels, that's energy levels, appealing to those who desire more power. Curse seals of heaven and earth can erode the mind of the user, allowing Orochimaru to take over their body. Y'all hear this? So when you take over someone's body, you are possessing them. Do y'all see this? And this is supposed to be in a cartoon. I've showed y'all 2 sources already about how this takes place. It's in the Dark Crystal. Y'all can look it up. Y'all can go watch Naruto or Naruto, however you want to do it. And if y'all understand, if y'all seen this, put a 1 in the chat if anybody has seen Naruto before, or at least has some type of idea what I'm talking about. This is the main person on the cover, just so that y'all know what I'm talking about. If you go to look for what Naruto is. So this guy here, okay, right in the middle, this is him. They grow up as kids and then they get older. You know, it's kind of like our life, but they're in ninja school, but it's kind of like K through 12 school, and then they got to graduate and prove they can fight, and they go out in the world and they deal with ninjas and villages and politics and all types of stuff, right? You know, and then they got older, other versions when them same jokers getting older and they get stronger, and it's been out for a long time. I'm showing this for a reason, because this is something that you can go look and see what I'm talking about. Now, I'm going to back up. Okay. Notice that this is a forbidden jitsu. Okay, look at what the #1 forbidden jitsu is. I just want to show y'all this, and this is what's going on in the industry all the time. So it says, what is the #1 forbidden jitsu, right? Edo Tensei is easily the most terrifying forbidden jitsu in the Naruto franchise. Originally invented by the second Hokage. The Hokages are like the strongest ninja in the whole village. There's like several villages, so that's like the biggest, baddest ninja, right? This forbidden jitsu was later discovered by Orochimaru and perfected by Kabuto. So Kabuto was like Orochimaru's medical ninja. So he helped him out figure out how to do this. What I'm saying is this was a concerted effort. And then they found a ninja that had a certain skill set or whatever, and then they wanted to take host of them, aka possess them. Do y'all see where I'm going with this? I'm laying the foundation of what happened here with Anita Porter, Fred White, and Jeremiah Green. They had the talent, so they would be said ninja that this forbidden jitsu would want to possess. Y'all see where I'm going with this? Okay, so if this is in a cartoon, in an anime, Japanese animation show, and then I showed y'all Dark Crystal with Jim Henson, what do you think is really going on here? So at some point in time, just like here, what Orochimaru would do is after that ninja's usefulness is no longer needed, they get older, they get expired, they're weaker, there's a stronger ninja that comes on, then they essentially get rid of that particular ninja. But mind you, that ninja's already walking dead anyway. They're already a corpse because they've been possessed by Orochimaru. This is the same thing that happens in the industry. We are seeing these people's bodies. These celebrities are already gone. They're already deleted, but they're walking around smiling, doing whatever because of these spirits that run inside of their body. And they're being used up for their talents, their beauty, whatever they can do. But at some point in time, all that runs out and they're no longer useful. So what happens is at that point, keep in mind, their soul has already been compromised. Okay, unless they seek salvation and, pull the John 3:16, got with the Most High, whatever it is, whatever version of that they believe in doing, unless they completely got out, their soul is already out of that body. So that body is a walking corpse. This is why they're able to do so many wicked things. This is why they're able to sacrifice another loved one and another person because that person's already gone. The person that we know, they're already gone. They are a zombie. And then like with Orochimaru, once their usefulness is done, when there's a bigger, badder ninja that comes along, guess what? Then that particular ninja just turns into just melts around and wilts around and falls out and is just gone. Basically deleted. And then he jumps in and goes after a new, better host. So with these celebrities here, conveniently they're catching cancer. Okay, let me get this off the screen. Put myself back on here. Conveniently, they're catching cancer, right? Y'all notice that it's always the same thing. Oh, it's always cancer. Everybody's disappearing on cancer. Chadwick Boseman had cancer. Okay, Anita Porter had cancer. Every time we turn around, Jeremiah Green, oh, it's cancer. Fred White, oh, it's cancer. It's always cancer. Because see, they're already deleted. They're walking deleted. And they no longer have a usefulness. Think about it. They've done what they've done and they've established themselves. But now we need a whole new set of new artists. So of course, coming up in this new year in 2023, they need a whole new set of pioneers. After all, I did say that the millennials and some of these younger generations have no idea who these people are. That's why they're not even here. It's like Fred White. I don't know what that is. Earth, Wind, and Fire. What's that? Those elements. Anita Porter, who is that? I don't know who Anita Porter is. Jeremiah Green, some white drummer dude. I don't know who that is. See what I'm saying? So they need a whole new set of hosts. A whole new set of hosts. This came up yesterday when I was talking about Gangsta Boo. For those of you that did not watch my live stream yesterday and you remotely are interested in Gangsta Boo, you might want to check it out because this came up even in the spiritual session. Somebody had brought it up in the chat and we have been running with it. It probably is Glorilla. We were saying, who is from Tennessee, especially Memphis, North Memphis, whatever, it don't matter. They're from Memphis, Tennessee. Who would have had vested interest to come up if Gangsta Boo was deleted? And a lot of people said Glorilla. She's the one out. She's the one hot, especially you go female to female. As a matter of fact, people even say she kind of sound like Gangsta Boo. So do you see what I'm saying? Gangsta Boo hadn't been out for a while. She was older. You see what I'm saying? Gangsta Boo was 43. Let me see something. Somebody, Glorilla's 23 years old. Okay? Glorilla is 23 years old, so she's like half the age of Gangsta Boo. See what I'm saying? She probably had an interest. That spirit, that same demon that was in Gangsta Boo, probably transferred or wanted to hop up in Glorilla because Gangsta Boo was like, I ain't trying to rock with that no more. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you, the wages of sin is death. And don't you think if a body is possessed by a demon, do you think that's gonna do that body good? Y'all think that's like milk? You know how they say milk does the body good? You really think that's gonna do a body good? That's why these sicknesses be hitting these celebrities. Do y'all really think that stuff's natural? You tell me how many of your family members and friends and people you know that aren't in the industry or not connected high up in some industry that they're in, no matter what their profession is. I'm not saying that people don't get sick. People do get sick. People do get cancer. That is a natural cause of life. But why is it always the same thing? I told y'all, pay attention to the pattern. When it's always the same thing, that's because it's the same thing. Let me take a second and look here in the chat real quick. Yeah, this is facts. We did lose 2 drummers already the first and second day. That's not a mistake. They not playing. Who else is next? We ain't even made it 3 days into this new year and we already got all this popping. They not even give me a chance to do follow-ups on some of the other people. I'm just reading some of y'all comments, put it on the screen. Charles says, well, when they say a cause is not given, I think they just don't want the public to know he was deleted suddenly. Yeah, that's what they say. When they say no cause is given, that's because a cause is given. It's exactly what Charles said. They just don't want us to know why. And when they do give us a cause, it's the same reasons over and over again. It's some OD, it was an accidental drug overdose. And here's the thing. I'm seeing here, they said most deleted suddenly. Victims usually delete out in their sleep. Okay, and they're saying that they're going in their sleep, but was it just because they were deleted? And when you're deleted, you no longer are here. So of course you're going to be gone because you're going to be asleep because you've been deleted. You see what I'm saying? What's up, boss lady? Jolanta's right. What's going on, Jolanta? She said something is coming. Too many people are being canceled in a very short time. Exactly. I'm trying to go back through the chat real quick, y'all. What's up, Makisha Hale? She said, I heard of Anita Pointer, who was part of the Pointer Sisters. I didn't get into them until like the 80s, even though they were around in the 1970s. Their discovery is amazing. Yes. Like if anybody, you go back and look at any of these people, they are off the hook. They got some bars. Cynthia here says, I never knew about these sacrifices. I'm getting educated. Exactly. Yep, Jolanta's right. She says talent is only a fraction. The rest of it depends on how much you're willing to pay or what you're willing to do to get to the top. I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff that people do to get to the top, and that goes in corporate America. So in your same office, I'm sorry, in the cashier area of your McDonald's, you know what I'm saying? You got aspirations. One day I'm gonna be the manager here. I mean, I'm not making fun of anybody working at McDonald's or being a manager or anything like that, but I'm just making a point. This is everywhere. Food industry and all. There's not an industry. The all-seeing eye on the dollar bill. They're everywhere. I figured that out a long time ago that it wasn't about talent. Okay? For those of you that may think I'm making something up, okay, I want to show y'all something here. I'm gonna put some on the screen. Just gonna put some on the screen here, okay? So we're gonna turn the music off. I'm gonna put your boy Yee on the screen, and I want y'all to hear what he said. I'm giving y'all several sources of talking about what's going on, and this is why we have this here. Okay, I'm just saying. All right, so check this out, y'all.
Press you, but that's how they try to categorize.
They can't control. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley.
Wait a minute. So what do they mean by controlling these individuals? Did y'all hear that? See, I'm gonna have to shrink the screen just so. Did you hear what he said? Kanye said, control them. What have I been showing y'all all the time from the Dark Crystal and especially Naruto with Orochimaru? This is what I'm trying to tell you. This is what they do. You are literally a puppet. You are a corpse. Y'all know a puppet. You put your hand in a sock and you could, or you pulling the strings or whatever. You're a puppet. They control you. What did Kanye West say in the beginning? Y'all ain't trying to hear this. Listen.
Press you, but that's how they try to categorize.
They can't control. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq.
Shaq is controlled. So all these Shaquille O'Neal videos, he's being controlled. These movies.
They can control Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley is controlled.
They can control LeBron James.
LeBron James, Bron, King James. All hail the king. He's controlled. That's why he able to go out on the court and do all this stuff. You see what I'm saying?
They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
What? Jay-Z and Beyonce? They can control them. Do y'all see what I'm saying here? Let me just stop right here. Let me just stop right here, okay? Let me just stop right here. I just want y'all to hear Yee talk about them being controlled. Okay? I see some people, hey, what's up, Valita Ford? Oklahoma City in the building. I love you too. They're being controlled. Again, what does it profit a man to gain the whole world but lose your soul? This is what Jesus is talking about. These people, as soon as they sign their name, they lose their soul and their body is a corpse. That's why once that demon or those demons that are using them to gain money and power and to deceive people and corrupt people and then they sleep with people and get that demonic spirit in them and mess stuff up and just cause all types of chaos. Once that demon is done in that body and that body's no longer useful to that demon or those demons, then all of a sudden that person just, all of a sudden they get deleted. They just drop, huh? That's what happens. So all of a sudden these people just dropping. You know, these demons want to turn up. They need some new hosts in 2023. I mean, you know, after all this, a new year, we got to get it in. Let's get it in, right? It's a new year. It's 2023, baby. Everything back open. COVID is over. You see what I'm saying? We bouncing back. The economy's bouncing back. Let's get it in. So these demons are trying to get it in and they need some new hosts. So, you know, because of this, I expect a whole lot more people to be dropping. You know, they need some new pioneers. They're going to be needing a new Barbara Walters. They need a new gangster boo. We already talked about with Glorilla. I got to go back and cover some of this stuff. But this is what it is. Y'all heard your boy Yee talking about all these folks being controlled. And that's just a short list. Oh, it's a long list of people in the industry being controlled. Kathy says vessel jumping. Exactly. These people ain't filled with the Most High. They ain't filled with the Holy Spirit. Let me go ahead and play the rest of what Yee was saying. Let me just go ahead and put him back on the screen. All right, y'all listen. This is crazy, y'all. This is just crazy. I don't even know what to say. I'm going to run it back. Just listen.
Press you, but that's how they try to categorize.
They can't control. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me. You
No,
see,
you.
it ain't no name I won't name.
Exactly.
It's up.
Not you.
You know what I'm saying? And just for Minister Farrakhan, I love you, but the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying? I'll take no disrespect from nobody. So let's get on the phone. Let's talk that out. I don't care who you are. I ain't taking no slice from nobody.
I know that's right.
Right? I ain't taking no slice from nobody. It's God. That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed. Me too. You understand? Yeah.
If ye sacrificed his mama, y'all, if that's your own mama to get sacrificed, what do you think will happen to anybody else? So when we think like, oh, gee, how could a bandmate sacrifice somebody? If you're going to sacrifice your mama, everybody else don't mean nothing.
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby.
See, Michael Jordan took out his dad. After you take out your mom and your dad, everybody else is a piece of cake at that point.
His son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You know, out in Hollywood.
You take out your own kid, Dr. Dre, his own kid.
A lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. And God loved me. You understand? They hit me. Gap, Adidas, all that away. Still, Forbes, who hate me, right, had the right net worth 400 million. Jesus is king. God loved me.
Amen.
That's more important than being alive. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? And this truth is going to be heard. Y'all can't send none of y'all meat meals, y'all puppies, y'all little boozy, none of these names, none of these people that have to listen to y'all because they have legal. I never killed nobody, right? I'm the pussy that never killed nobody, right? But that means I can say whatever I want and not go to jail.
Y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard it. Y'all heard all that. I want to say something. Hey, what's up, Pamela? It was actually a little bit of both. It was, I tell people this all the time. Jesus was the #1 occultist. Everything that he did was so magical and so spiritual that we're supposed to be like Christ, right? You know, that's what they tell us in Christianity. Be like Jesus, be like Christ. Well, these are the things that he did. But then they tell us we can't do all that stuff. You know, it's wrong. We ain't supposed to do that. But then yet we're told we're made in the image of God. Y'all see how hypocritical a lot of stuff is? I don't have time to get into that. But this is what uneducated, unlearned people, the masses, the sheeple just don't get. I just kind of wanted to go ahead and just break bread with that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all need to pay attention because we have pioneers that are gone. So if they're taking out pioneers and they're going to be replacing them, and Gangsta Boo, while I'm on that note, Gangsta Boo was a pioneer of that Memphis style rap, especially with the woman. She was it. There was no other female but her. When Bone Thugs was with 3-6 Mafia, all these Player Fly. How many of y'all know about that back in the day, that Memphis music? That's when we had the whole Player Flizzar game. We had all these folks in there. You know what I'm saying? Gangsta Boo. She was there even before there was a LeChat, before there was anybody else. It was her. She was the pioneer of that style. And at that time, that was when 3-6 was out. We had No Limit with Master P. You know, we had Mia X. Like, big titans. It gets to a point where these pioneers, they're going after pioneers. Barbara Walters was a pioneer. See, I ain't even had time to cover this. Have y'all noticed they taking out pioneers? Pele with Brazilian football. Y'all know Pele? I ain't even had time to cover that. He's being recognized. You know, he had his funeral, but he's not here. All these pioneers are gone. See, I'm cracking the code. Nobody else on YouTube has cracked the code like me. They might crack an individual particular case, but I done cracked the whole code. They are cleaning house with pioneers across the board so that they can bring up a whole new generation, a whole new force, a whole new legacy of pioneers. Now I saw somebody say earlier about they worried about taking out Kanye. I don't think Kanye is going anywhere, because if Kanye is doing what I think he's doing, and if he is truly getting with the Most High, like he says he is, they can't touch him. That's why he's saying it. They're trying to threaten him, but they can't touch him. Oh my gosh, here we go. Did I ever say Jesus was an occultist? Here we go. I got people trying to come up here and preach me. Okay, then what will you explain all the works that Jesus did? What are you going to say? Those are divine works? At what definition will you explain all the miraculous things that Jesus did? I just want to hear where people are coming from and where they're thinking when they come out here. See, when you hear the word occultist, you think I'm talking about some demonic thing. And see, this is a part of the problem right here. We think that everything is evil if it's not done within the walls of the church, or if it's not spoken in that particular way. Everything Jesus did was magical. He did necromancy. He brought people back from the dead. Blind man was blind. He spat in the dirt, rubbed the mud, the spit mud in his eyes. He can see, turn water into wine. I mean, do I really need to break that down? By definition, all these acts would be considered. This is what I'm saying. These acts would be considered an occultic act. If you remove the individual who is doing it, all of these acts would be considered occultic. You're just triggered that I'm saying something that you've never heard before. Tell me that how can you explain these acts? You can put divine on top of it all the time. It still means it's an occultic, it's a magical act, because regular people can't do it. So what I'm saying is that Jesus, by that definition, was the ultimate occultist. I didn't say he was a Satanist. I didn't say he did anything evil, but it is people that are assuming when you hear certain words that it automatically means that you're evil. Just like when people hear the word witch and then they automatically assume that that person is evil. Let me hit y'all with a 1-2 hitter quitter real quick. Have you ever cooked, or has your mother or grandmother or anybody ever cooked or given you chicken noodle soup if you were sick, or some type of dish to help you feel better? Has anybody ever done that? Oh, I got something that'll help you feel better. Drink this and take this. Guess what? By definition, that individual or you or whoever it is doing it will be considered a kitchen witch. I just got to break this stuff down like a pound, y'all. I ain't got time to sugarcoat. I ain't got time to play around. I don't have time to take shortcuts. It's 2023. I could break this stuff down like a pound and have a lot of people walking with their head down. They brain just blown, they top just blown off. Because a lot of this stuff that we think is evil is not, and a lot of the stuff that we don't think is evil is evil. So what does secret society have to do with me talking about Jesus? I didn't say anything about secret societies related to Jesus. What does that have to do with anything? I'm just saying, what does secret society have to do with? I never said Jesus was a part of the Illuminati. I never said any Freemason. I didn't say Jesus was associated with any secret society. I was strictly talking about the things and the acts that he did. His miraculous divine acts are considered magical and considered occultic by definition. Just by definition. Because if you remove Jesus out of the name of who did those same acts, and you just say a person, a whatever, a noun did these same acts, by definition, those acts will fall into that category. But see, when we want to throw the name of Jesus in it, or we want to throw the Bible in it, just like when Moses threw down the staff, it turned into a snake. Oh, I've preached about this already. I done preached everybody under the table about this. I've explained this until everybody has turned blue in the face. How there are so many occultic practices from the Old Testament through to the New Testament but we justify it because it's godly. But then we'll criticize and judge and say, oh, well, that's not godly. How do you know that? How do you know that God didn't call somebody to do something? Okay, I'm about to block you, BJW, because what does this have to do with anything? I asked you a question and you never answered it. How would you define the acts that Jesus did? And you never answer my question. You just give me a bunch of like jargon that makes no sense. How would you define it? Are you going to call them miracles? See, you are saying occults are of the secret society. Occults are not. You know what? I don't even have time to get into this. Explain to me what your definition of the acts that Jesus did. And I'm gonna move on. I just want to see y'all. I want to see what this. I want to see what BJW is gonna say. Because every time I do these live streams, everybody come up in here like they so much smarter than me, like I'm some idiot, like I'm dumb, like I don't know what I'm talking about. I understand normally, but I'm trying to stress a point here, and you still didn't answer my question. How would you define, since occult, you're saying occults are associated with secret societies? So what word or words would you use to define, this is what I've asked so many times, the acts, the works that Jesus did? Are you going to call them miracles? Are you going to call them divine? What terminology are you going to use, or do you use to describe those works that Jesus did? Because the works that Jesus did is not the works that an average person, quote unquote, can do. So how do you define something that an average person can't, quote unquote, do? And if you can do something that an average person can't, quote unquote, do, oftentimes that gets labeled into derogatory terms, such as occultic or magic or evil, because the average person can't do that. Okay, so this is what I thought. So you do understand, just by saying divine miracles, that has the same meaning of occult. Occultic practices, that has the same meaning of magic. You do understand that, right? You're just choosing to label it as that. Divine miracles. You do understand that words have multiple meanings, and several words mean the same thing. I'm just trying to break this down. I just got finished saying this, and here we are back to square one. Divine miracles can be the same thing as saying magic, can be the same thing as saying occultic works. I'm just trying to break this down. Do not make me pull up Google here and show you definitions and meanings and how it can be considered. Now, it is up to you or the individual to determine, just because you use the word magic does not mean that it's evil. Where's this coming from that you're assuming that just because you say occult, it means evil? You do know that some secret societies were also held within the church, right? You do know the church clergy was considered a secret society back in the day with church, right? See, this goes long before Christianity and before a lot of these religions and these Protestants and things were established. And even when they were established, it's just that we choose to stay away from certain words. For instance, in the walls of the church, we call psychics and clairvoyants, we call them prophets and prophetesses. That's what we call them in the church. But then the moment you step outside of the walls of the church, if someone says they're psychic or clairvoyant or clairaudient or clairsentient or whatever, then you say it's demonic. You say it's pagan just because they're using that word. But those words are only appropriate in certain environments. But it doesn't mean that that person is not of God, or they're not coming in the same energy, in the same ways. It's labeling everything. And we mislabel things. The English language, as a matter of fact, is a complete cesspool of mislabeled words. Out of all, anybody that can speak multiple languages will understand exactly what I'm talking about. All other languages, right? They follow a certain format. It's so much easier to learn all other languages. Why do you think that people struggle to learn English? Out of all the foreign languages, they come here or wherever they are and they try to learn English, and it's the hardest language. Because by definition, the English language is already backwards and screwed and satanic by definition, if you really want to break it down. So even in the English language of using the word divine, and even in the English language of using the word miracles, it could be misconstrued for something evil in another culture. This is where we also lose stuff in the translation. This is why when we read the Bible and we go into church and we talk, oh, this is the King James Version, but then we have the Hebrew. It means one thing in the Hebrew or in the Greek or some other word, and then it means something else in the English, and then we have these translations, and then we got to read 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7 different translations, and at the end of the day, we all talking about the same thing. So this is where I'm going for. Well, one person might say it's divine, one person might say it's miracles, one person might say it's magic, one person might say it's occultic, but at the end of the day, it's the same meaning. And it is so true. All magic is not evil. People think when they hear the word occult that that's what we're talking about. But speaking of some satanic practices, that's what's been taking place here. These people are getting cleared out. Keep your eyes peeled. Stay tuned for some more heavyweights, not just in the music industry. Y'all know Don West. I didn't get to talk about him. Don West is no longer with us. He was like the main announcer, the main voice who gave us the commentary when it came to wrestling. He's gone. Notice how we lost Barbara Walters. Now we lost Don West. That was a lot of other people I haven't even had time to cover. I'm breaking this down because this is a real thing. Don't be surprised if we see some church members. I'm just saying, y'all, all industries, all bets are off. There is no industry that is safe here. So I want y'all to keep your eyes peeled. Watch who else now, because these 3 individuals aren't here, becomes new pioneers in the industry. Somebody has some vested interest here to come up. Somebody did. I'm just saying, somebody had some vested interest to come up here. And one thing's for sure, this is not of God, and this is not a holy thing. See, the devil has deceived us into thinking that being famous and being in the limelight and taking your career to the next level, and you're here and you're there, oh, that's the godly way. That's the way that we should go. If you do music, you act, you do anything, in this day and age with social media and all that, you can make more money than you'll ever make going on the road. Because by the time you get done paying all these promoters and these legal people and these accountants and family and friends and everybody's snakes and everybody's setting you up, you got to pay all these people, producers and managers and bodyguards and security and all this stuff. By the time you get done paying all that, you ain't going to have no money anyway. They be faking the front in the industry. All these homes, these $1 million homes, be rented, borrowed off of the label. They be in debt. Think about how many athletes y'all know. They get 40 million, 100 million, whatever contracts, and they broke it in a joke. I thought they buying these homes though. Shouldn't they be able to sell the home as an asset or whatever they got, and shouldn't they have some money? I'm telling y'all, man, I don't even have time to break this down. But what I will break down is that these pioneers are no longer with us. I'm not going to do any spiritual sessions here because there's already enough heat in here as it is, just debating stuff with what I'm trying to say. See, when I say stuff, I'm going to blow your top. I'm going to say things and get people to think about things in ways they've never thought about it. They've never associated things. That's why I'm here. See, most people operate off of the programming, the religious programming. Y'all don't think that the Bible is written the way that it's written? Y'all don't think that they structure things the way that they structure things in every faith, in every religion, even New Age, so that they can keep control and order? all this predictive programming and stuff. Man, y'all ain't even ready for that. Y'all ain't even ready for that. And they got people so programmed into religion that if one thing or one person says one word is outside of that program, y'all know how when y'all call tech support and y'all have an issue with your technical, your TV, your phone, whatever, you go to call tech support, right? Be like, hey, what up, tech support? Yeah, my this program ain't working right. And they be like, did you hit the power button? Did you reset it? Did you restart? And you're like, oh my gosh, I just got finished telling you. I reset it, hit the power button, I did all this. They can't tell you anything else outside of that script. Guess what? Most people in organized religion, they're bound to a script. And that's exactly where the powers that be want them. Because when they're bound by a script, they're completely controlled. So a lot of people walking around right now, I'm holier than thou and I know everything, and oh, you can't tell me anything, this is wrong and this is how it is, and da 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 da, and not even stop to ponder for a second, why is this being presented to me this way? Could this actually be some truth here? Let me go and research this before I just jump to conclusions. That's why I'm always giving y'all bits and pieces of evidence here when I show you these information about these sacrifices. I'm not just like, oh, they've been sacrificing, that's it. I'm trying to give y'all some food for thought and show y'all some things and reference some things about this is how this thing works. This is how this thing is structured. Just like this is how religion works. This is how everything works. They got this world structured, this well-oiled machine. And they don't want anyone to think outside of the box. Roddy Rich. But as Kathy says, knowledge is power. So I'm trying to empower you all to think, hey, listen, this man might actually have a point here. Let me go research this and see what he says. I ain't trying to send nobody to the devil. I ain't trying to scare nobody from the Most High. I don't want nobody running from Jesus. Y'all know I don't get down like that. Y'all may not agree with me. You may not agree with my methods. You don't have to agree. Speaking of not agreeing with methods, that's why we got so many different Protestants in religion now. That's why you got the Catholic way and you got the Christian way. And then we can break down so many different Protestants just from them two religions alone. Because somebody said, I don't agree with that way. That way is not right. That way is wrong. That way is evil, whatever it is. They said, okay, well, I'm going to split off and we're going to do it this way. I mean, come on, y'all know what I'm talking about? K. Gray says there are things in the King James Bible that are wrong. The whole New Testament was rewritten by different people. There was 4 different ones written, and King James picked the one he wanted in his Bible. Exactly. So we lost the literal translation of God. We lost the literal translation of Christ. Now we're going off of the King James Version because King James had the money and the power to see, man, y'all don't want me to break this down. Y'all don't want me to take it back to medieval times. Y'all got to go way back with me. Y'all can't just be spitting the last 50 or 100 years. Y'all got to go way back. Y'all want to talk Bible? Y'all want to talk religion? I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. Y'all know what I'm talking about. There's so much that is lost in translation. You cannot tell me that words and meaning is not lost in translation. If it was not lost in translation, then why is your pastor constantly saying in the Hebrew and the Greek, this is what this scripture means? Let's go read it this way. But guess what? When you got your King James Version and your Bible, if you don't have an electronic Bible with you, you only see the King James Version of the words. You don't get the Hebrew. You don't get the Greek unless you just so happen to have a study Bible or have some type of version of the Bible. Man, see, y'all don't want me to break. Y'all ain't ready. Just go back to sleep and go back in the matrix and just unsubscribe and unfollow from me because y'all ain't ready to have y'all top blown and y'all brain expanded. And I'm trying to expand to you all what's going on here in this industry. And they hitting the ground running. They not even leaving me time to go back and plug in some more clues with what's been happening with these other people. I mean, there we go. Like this, God didn't write the so-called Bible. The council, see. There's things that we even have to know before Christ. I know a lot of people say, just read the Bible, studies it, Genesis to Revelation, and that's it. There's so much more to it. As a matter of fact, how many of y'all, I bet a lot of people don't even know that the Catholic Bible has more books in it than the Christian Bible. So what are you going to say? I thought they taught us in Christianity that addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of the Bible is evil. It's demonic. It's a sin. So you mean to tell me that Catholicism is a sin? Catholicism is demonic? It's evil? So why y'all even think about the same thing? Do you see the hypocrisy here? Do you see the hypocrisy here? And somebody please show me in a Bible, show me in the Apocrypha, show me in some religious text where what I'm saying is not so. If y'all can show me that, then I'll shut up. I'll rest my case, apologize and everything. But you can't show me. Because y'all know what time it is. Y'all just don't want to accept it because it's triggering you. I don't care if it's triggering you. I'm here to spread the truth. The truth is a double-edged sword. It's going to cut you just as much as it cuts me at the same time. That's the truth. As they say, the truth hurts. Nobody want to hear the truth. Everybody want to hear a bunch of lies because it's feel-good religion. Make you feel good. Whole nother conversation for another day. The point that I'm making is I'm giving y'all some evidence. I've shown y'all some things. We're seeing a pattern. It's always cancer, or they not saying anything. It's always cancer. Because what other excuse can they tell us? They got to tell us something that makes some type of remote sense. Why these people aren't with us. So they're going to tell us it's cancer. It's cancer, it's cancer, it's cancer. It's always cancer. As I said, it's always a pattern. It's always a drug overdose. It's always cancer. It's always some type of accident. You would think if these people been struggling with their health, and I understand about a level of privacy and stuff, and certain things come out, but the timing is just impeccable to reinforce the narrative. What's up, Spiritual Genie? It's so easy. Lena's right. It's so easy for rappers to be deleted of an overdose or to get shot or something like that. I mean, after all, they're thugs and they're gangbangers. You know, that's what they do. You know, after all, especially when it comes to a lot of black rappers, you know, there's been cases where their lyrics have been held against them. And then you have some of the same white rock artists, et cetera, they speaking worse lyrics, and that's not even held against them. That's a whole nother conversation. That's getting into a whole nother, a racial version of talking about what's going on. But this stuff is real, y'all. This stuff is real. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. So I will say either way on that note, be careful what you speaking, because what you speaking will come to pass. You'll bring life to that dead situation that don't even exist. What? Infinite Waters? Slow motion me. Other side. You're going to bring life to a dead situation that's not even in existence. So when these rappers or artists, actors, actresses put this stuff out here, they become it. And then you got other people that are doing the same thing, and they all in this circle, and then with these souls and these spirit jumpings and possessions, and what y'all don't understand is they do rituals to reinforce the ability to possess. I showed y'all with the Orochimaru how he puts, from Naruto, he puts seals on the targets, on the people that'll be possessed. So these people have things done to them, rituals that they do to make it real easy for them to be possessed. They be sharing spirits when they have secret sex parties and drug parties, and they get to, man, y'all just don't even know the half. It's crazy. And they reinforce this stuff. Then they be coming together, praying, doing rituals, going out in the middle of the woods, capitalizing on these full moons and these eclipse moons and all this stuff. They be doing a whole host of things to keep this stuff going. Yeah, Sue says, if anybody gonna tell it, Kanye will. And y'all, I want y'all to know this is not just the entertainment industry. Everybody thinks that, oh, I'm okay because I'm in corporate America. You better watch your back in corporate America because they just might do a ritual on you. Some boss The CEO, leadership of the company might invite you to a dinner or invite you somewhere. Next thing you know, you might end up be signing on a dotted line. They tell we're going to offer you this and offer you that. You get caught up in the ritual yourself in corporate America. Oh, I'm sorry. Why you working at McDonald's? Why you cooking in the kitchen at McDonald's? I don't care if you're in the medical field, education, science. It doesn't matter where you're going. They do this across the board. Some of these YouTube creators unsold they soul. That's why they got so many likes. That's why they got so many views. That's why they making so much money. That's why they got all the numbers, because they sold they soul. See, they don't tell you that. See, another content creator approached them and said, oh yeah, you looking good. Yeah, we like this. Come over here and take part of this ritual. Next thing you know, they blowing up. Next thing you know, somebody's being featured on something. They get an opportunity. You's like, yay. Look like they did it because of their hard work. They will do it in your workplace. Cynthia is right. In your own workplace. Don't think this is just the music industry. This just so happened to be where Anita Porter, okay, Fred Wright, and Jeremiah Green were working at. The music industry was their workplace. Yeah. Look, same thing. Doctors was on this. Look, Kay Gray said during the scandemic, pandemic, whatever you want to call it, they was taking out good doctors who didn't want to go along with their agenda. They be doing this all the time. Yes, politics, lawyers, police, everywhere. They're everywhere. The all-seeing eye. They're everywhere. Turn your dollar bill over. Y'all just don't understand. I'm trying to break this down, and this is happening because y'all need to watch out. You need to just share this video, this information. Let me do the talking. Let me look like the quack person, the crazy person, because you know that's what they do. When you're educated and you think outside of the box and they can't control you like Kanye, they say, oh, you're crazy. See, some YouTubers are funded by the beast. Yes, don't fear. God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of truth and of the sound mind. If you walking with Jesus, you walking with, if it's Buddha, wherever you are, if it's Allah, whatever it is, depending on your faith, you walking with the Most High. Whoever, whatever you consider is the Most High, and your faith and your culture, you're good. You're good. These people get involved with this knowing what's at stake. They know what they're doing. Don't think they don't know what they're doing. The moment you get there, you know it's about to go down. Yeah, that's a whole nother thing too. Spiritual Genie breaking some stuff down. Y'all know we be collabing at times. She breaking some stuff down about what happens after you have left this lifetime. Like I said, you good. Rena, no fear. God has not given us the spirit of fear. Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. You know what I'm saying? I know you got, Queen, I know you got God in you. So ain't no fear. That's why I come up on this platform. I used to be scared. I ain't scared. Ain't never scared. Spiritual thugging up in here. We some spiritual thugs. Spiritual thugs and gangsters. How's that for no limit? Sue, you said, where can I find that? What are you asking to find if you were talking to me? So Sue Rush is wondering if this is why Ye is all of a sudden missing. For those of you who don't know who Ye is, Kanye West. Kanye West is not missing because he's fearful for his life. He's playing smart. The best thing he need to do right now is just sit back. He's put the information out there for y'all. So he's just sitting back and letting everything unfold right now. Oh, he gonna pop back up. See, it's not time yet for him to pop back up. He gonna pop back up. Don't worry, he good. Yeah, there it is. Lena M, they create fear in the people to get them to do what they want. You know you ain't gonna never make money. You know you're gonna be broke. How you gonna feed your family? How you gonna come up? You've been working so hard. You know, that's the same thing that the serpent did in the Garden of Eden. Is that not what the serpent did, the devil did in the Garden of Eden with Adam and Eve? He came holler to Eve first. You know, gotta go hit the woman up first, right? Ladies first, right? After all, you know, that's why Eve was first. See, y'all don't want me to hit the pulpit and break this down like a pound. I told you I used to be at the pulpit, on the pulpit. Y'all don't want to have church. See, that's how the devil, the serpent, deceived Eve. Come on, Eve. Surely you won't die. You'll be wise like gods. You see what I'm saying? See, you don't know what's going on right now, Eve, because you didn't eat that fruit. See, God just trying to keep you from being as wise as, him, and then, you'll know what to do, and then you won't have to really holler at him because you know what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? Just come on, eat the fruit. You be wise. You ain't gonna die. Ain't nothing poisonous about the fruit. Look at it. Is there anything poisonous about that fruit? No, you're right. I'm just trying to make up part of the conversation that might have taken place, right? Between Eve. And then Adam was like, well, shoot, my wife doing it. I might as well go do it too. She said it's good. I guess it's good. We ain't no need to talk about it. I'm just trying to break this thing down, man. I'm just breaking this thing down like a pound. These people knew what time it was. They had an expiration date. Their contract said it. This is why you see so many celebrities keep trying to perform, keep trying to be hot. Why do y'all think celebrities be trying to be so relevant, y'all? Because they know they demon filled. And the moment that they no longer relevant, they're expired. And once they're expired, deleted time. Now, some of them get deleted sooner. Depends on the terms. What's what. Sometimes things go bad. You got your family members hating. You doing all types of stuff. Like I said, speaking of Twitch, we'll bring Twitch up. Still no word from Allison Holker. Still no word from Miss Connie. Why? Because they over there spending that money, laughing in that demonic grin. Y'all over there thinking that, give them privacy because they grieving. You really think these hellions are grieving? Hellions rejoice when death takes place. So Lena N says a valuable point. How can you navigate if you have talent and you want to share it but not be in the industry? Stay independent. Y'all, trust me when I say this. Do not be chasing the fame. What does it profit a man, meaning mankind? So this could be a woman or a man or woman, to gain the whole world but lose their soul. If you truly love what you do and you have the talent, your own social media, stay independent. There are even smaller companies that you could get with where you won't lose your soul. And you can be big time, but when you get a certain level, that's when they get you. It's like, yeah, you want to cross that threshold? I'll show you how to cross that threshold. So if you're a model on, rock on. Trust and believe, whatever it is you're doing, if you're talented there, you will more than make it. See, this is why corporate America failed during the pandemic, scandemic, whatever type of demic you want to call it, back in 2020 and 22. Y'all know the great resignation. Everybody was quitting their jobs, leaving, because they realized that working a 9 to 5 for a lot of people was a bunch of BS. They brainwashed us and programmed us to think that was the only way we could put food on our table. And a lot of people start realizing, you know what? No, there's other ways. And at this day and age where everything is social media driven and people you don't need all of that anymore. Even these big artists are right here on social media. Y'all think these big artists doing all these big shows and out here, all this, you don't need that stuff no more. They right here on the same platform that you and me are on. Right here, same platform that you and me on. And I guarantee you at the end of the day, check these people's bank accounts. These independent models, independent actors, independent musicians, independent whatever it is that you do, book writers, etc., they got more bank and freedom and creative control than all these puppets in the industry. You don't own your masters when you're in the industry. They own everything about you. And then you'll spend your whole time trying to fight and get out. And that's if you even get out, and then you get destroyed by your own people who got to knock you off so that they can stay around. Yeah, I believe, I'm pretty sure of it. Taylor Swift is like the new Britney Spears. And this is what they do, y'all. And they keep it going. This is. And see, this is don't fall for the trap. If you're successful and you're independent, Spiritual Jenny says once you do become independently famous, they will come with that contract knocking. I'm telling you, don't sign it. Signing it is signing your soul and your whole life away. You will gain the whole world, but you'll lose your soul. What do you think Jesus is really referring to with that scripture? See, everybody don't understand what that scripture really means. They thinking it's just a little play thing. They talking about, Jesus is talking about this right here in this industry. Why these three people, these three pioneers are no longer with us. Yeah, you're right, Sharina. Cube don't even own the rights to Friday. Now how's that? Cube and Chris Tucker put Friday on the map. And how you ain't gonna own the rights? And see, he not gonna sue them because he knows he's in there. He can't sue them. See, he got y'all fooled to thinking that, oh, Cube is so smart because he like, yeah, I ain't gonna sue them. No, he can't sue them because if he tries to sue them, then they might just knock him off. And then he gone, take his spirit, take the demons that was in him to create Friday, put it in somebody else that we don't even know. All of a sudden we find out, hey y'all, there's a new Friday. Some John Doe is starting Ice Cube. Y'all see how this work? Let's try to break this down, y'all. Exactly. Kilo says, like what happened to Gangsta Boo. Oh, I'm going to follow up with Gangsta Boo because I'm watching Glorilla. And there's a lot of stuff about haters. And I know she has some beef with Juicy J. You know, that's why she kind of stepped out from 3 6 Mafia. Oh, we going to follow up if these people stop sacrificing these people and give me a minute to go back and cover these stories without me having to constantly cover new stories. Because there's so many other people that I want to go back to. Even some of the people I mentioned tonight, like I said, like Don West. I want to talk, you know, he was the wrestling voice, the commentator with Don West. Like there was no wrestling without his voice. Yeah, he's no longer with us. Find it funny to him. Then you have Barbara Walters, kind of in that same line. Y'all, I'm telling you, that's what they do. This is what they do. This is not a game. Your life is at stake. Your soul is at stake. See, everybody talking about taking a computer chip, taking the COVID vaccine. That's the mark of the beast. Now, I'm going to tell you what the real mark of the beast. Remember, they said the mark, you receive the mark in your forehead and in your right hand. You sign that contract and see what you're going to receive. And see, this is another thing. Bernie Mac would not do their satanic rituals with the Baphomet and the owl. Exactly. So also when you're in the industry, if you get in that industry, you get in that circle, and then you refusing to do what they want you to do, if you don't get out through the Most High, and it's still no guarantee, your soul may be saved, but you still may get deleted. And I agree, Charles, Glorilla is more like Gorilla. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I've had the shots. My family had the shots. And it was a decision that we had to make, and I know a lot of people make. But a lot of that talk and that rumor, there's a lot of rumors and stuff that was going on with COVID. That's a whole nother conversation. I have covered that on my previous live streams that are up. It's a whole lot of stuff with a whole lot of stuff. You got to make decisions and do what you do. Now, I ain't taking nothing now. Good with that. But we did at one point in time. There has to be a God-given choice that you make. And some people had to make that choice and take it. Some didn't. You know, it is what it is. Okay? But it doesn't mean either way that anyone is wrong as long as it's a God-given decision. Remember, God first with everything here. That's what we got to remember. It's so many people could talk about Bernie Mac. I mean, gosh, like last year alone, there's so many people, and the way that they got people dropping like flies right now, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to get back to those people. This is crazy. This is just crazy. They got us all twisted. You know, one thing I want to tell you something. All these holidays are pagan. But let me tell you something. We celebrate it anyway because guess what? People be like, oh, I don't celebrate that. But you got time off from your job, right? Are you going into the stores taking part of the sales that they have? Did you participate in commerce when they had that sale? So by association, you taking part in that holiday. That's like with me. I don't even care about not celebrating this, not celebrating. Like I understand people say that, but there's so many ways that people celebrate and do stuff inadvertently, whether they realize it or not. And because you're doing that, you're still technically taking part in a holiday or in something. Exactly, Kim. What's up, Kim? Kim Hardwick. So glad to see you in the building. I've said this a billion times. If you take part in commerce, if you buy or you sell and you do anything, guess what? You have sinned. Did y'all hear what I just said? If you buy or sell anything, you have sinned. Unless you are living in a hole in the wall in the middle of nowhere and you have no contact with anybody. If you buy or you sell, if you work a job, if you take part on social media, if you're anyway, we have sinned. We have all fallen short of the glory. So y'all don't really want me to break this down like a pound. So people be walking around thinking that they holier than now. Oh, I don't do that. I don't take no COVID shots, or I don't participate in this holiday, or I ain't in the music industry. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here, I'm over there. But by nature of this beast that we live in, it forces us to sin. You don't think God understands that? Now, that doesn't mean it's a justification for us to sin, but I'm just trying to blow our top off. Again, I'm here to get people to think about stuff they ain't never thought about. Yes, and again, Spiritual Genie says pagan holidays aren't bad in nature, but the dark ones do use them as sacrificial times of the year. And that's what I was trying to get BJW to understand earlier. The word occult does not mean it is demonic and satanic and evil. You're just that individual was assuming that by association, because what happens is evil people get a hold of good things and then they turn it out and corrupt it. Facts. Facts. Let that stand right there. If your boy ever come up missing, it ain't because I deleted myself. Y'all best know that. I'm good over here. I have a purpose to do this. That's why I ain't worried about that. But y'all best believe I roll with the Most High. You better be rolling with God when it comes to this stuff. And y'all know the stuff that I do. Y'all see my title. If you here on my channel, you know what I do. People like me and Spiritual Genie gotta roll with God on a level. I'm not saying y'all ain't gotta roll with God, but because of what we do and what we're exposed to, we gotta be walking with God like white on rice. We can't be missing a beat. And see, Kim says exactly what I said earlier. English is witchcraft. That's why they teach us how to spell in kindergarten, pre-K. You got to learn how to spell. What is learning how to spell? That's magic. This is why I be trying to tell people be doing magic and all types of stuff, and they be Christians walking around, and by definition, you are practicing magic and doing all types of spell work. Y'all know that Wicca and other religions call the Bible the book of spells, right? People just don't even know what they do. Forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they do. But they think they holier than now because they like, I ain't reading tarot cards. See, I ain't doing no abomination or abominable things because I don't read tarot cards. I ain't no psychic medium, you know what I'm saying? I ain't up in here trying to look into anything spiritually. Okay, you might be not doing that, but there's some other things that you're doing. And by definition, sin is sin. Y'all don't even want me to break it down. Oh, Kim got the truth. Spiritual Genie. Yeah, we can learn a lot from Kim. Kim Hardwick got the truth. Let me know you want to come up on this platform, Kim. Just hit me up, all right? Hit me up, sweetie. You know how to get in touch with me. Email me, hit up my social media. Just let me know. Told you my platform open. I am about to get out this thing, though. What I am going to do, though, I'm going to jump back up on here in the morning. I got some things to do. I got to shut it down. I got to help my twin flame. Got to help my wife get some rest, get ready for work. My son, I got to shut some things down, too. I've been grinding hard. Let me see if I can show y'all. See if I can show y'all a little something on here. I don't know if it'll come through or not. Let me see if I can show y'all a little something real quick. Let's see if I can show y'all something. But yeah, I'm telling you, people just don't know. This industry, this stuff going on, this is no joke. This is no joke. Let me show y'all where I'm at right now with my steps. I mean, I know this ain't like everybody else. Look, 14,000. I done 6.7 miles. Just want y'all to see your boy been going. I still got a lot to do. I'm probably going to end up getting 20,000 before it's midnight. Sharina says, what time tomorrow? I'm not exactly sure, but what I will do is put a announcement out. I usually generally put an announcement out on my YouTube channel. This is why I want y'all to turn the notifications on. Or maybe sometimes uncheck it and recheck it. Or unsubscribe and then subscribe right back if you don't get notifications from me. It's probably going to be closer to 12 Eastern Standard Time just because I've got some things to do. I've got some appointments. I want to follow up on a couple of things here. A couple of cases that we skipped over. Unless I get some breaking news and somebody else is no longer with us in the morning. I mean, it ain't no telling. This is crazy, y'all. It is crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, like I said, so I can make that happen. If you haven't subscribed, as I always say, I kindly ask that you do so. Please hit that notification bell. I was just talking about that because you might miss when I go live or release my videos. I will definitely be back on this thing tomorrow. Pay attention, y'all. If you ever want to know, am I going to go live or do anything, I generally put an announcement out. So you'll see some type of announcement on my channel. Okay, you should get a notification, but you'll see it. Oh, going live, and you'll see what it's about. All right, get me some rest. We're gonna follow up on some things. We're gonna look back into Gangsta Boo because it's some info that I got about that, and I see some things. Nah, Nikki T, it's not too late. You are here. You made it right on time. You made it right on time. I feel you, Spiritual Genie, and this is why I do what I do. She says you're keeping me informed. My focus has been in another area. There is so much going on right now, spiritual warfare. Stay vigilant and look out for one another. Exactly. So this is why I'm doing what I do. And this is y'all new church, because I got Bible, y'all. See, y'all ain't think a tarot reader have Bible, because y'all automatically hear the word tarot and think it automatically means Deuteronomy 18:10 and it's evil and it's occultic, right? Y'all hear mediumship, y'all automatically, oh, the devil, the devil. Again, y'all program. They program y'all to fear these things so y'all can't walk in power. It's a whole nother conversation right there. Because if y'all walking in power, then they can't control you. You'll be able to see between the lines. You'll be able to move between the lines. You'll be a free thinker. And if you're a free thinker, you do that, you're a threat. You see what I'm saying? This is also what happens to a lot of these celebrities here. They start getting on that tip. They start seeing things moving, and then they become a threat. Remember, that's what happened with Twitch. Twitch was tweeting all that stuff, putting that out on his IG. His wife, Allison, saw him as a threat. She couldn't handle him anymore. What's up, Aqua Angel? So I'm just saying, y'all, I don't have time to like break every single thing down, but I'm gonna break down when I can. And Nikki T is right. I told y'all. I'm gonna say it one more time. I told y'all we were gonna start this year off with people being knocked off, being sacrificed. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out this thing. Hopefully we don't find out about anyone else. There's no telling. I wish I could say that we weren't gonna find out about anyone else, but you see how we're starting. There is no telling. And like I said, there's a few other people that I did not mention. So we'll get into it. If something does develop, I will let you all know. In the meantime, as I said, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Hit the notification bell. Check out my membership section. Get the likes up. That is a free way, an effortless way to support what I do and to help people see what I do and allow me to be able to continue to do what I do. Feel free to share my channel, share my videos and content with friends, with family members. Let me be that crazy radical person that shares this information with them so that you don't actually have to say it. Let me do the work, the heavy hitting, if you don't want to yourself. Also, if you would like to book an appointment with me for readings, okay? I do all types of things, consulting, life coaching. Y'all see the title? I don't care if it's business. Some people asking, how do I make it in the industry? What do I do? What moves? I know a lot of those moves on how to make and what to do if you want to make it without selling your soul. I don't care if it's corporate America, if it's not. You having love problems, I do all that stuff. You need cord cuts, spiritual cleanses, protection, all types of stuff. That's what I do, y'all. That's what I do. That's why I'm here. That's what I do in my appointments. Phone, video chat, video recording, and in the local Atlanta area, you also have in-person options. So that's what I got for y'all. I'm getting out of here, y'all. I got to go tend to my family. Y'all know what time it is. So y'all definitely come holler at me. Lena, holler at me. Y'all know how to get in touch with me, okay? So check my social media out. If you're on the computer, laptop, you will see my main YouTube channel banner image. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about real quick before we get out of here. Because when I say that, people be like, huh, YouTube channel banner image? What is that? What is that? What is a YouTube channel banner image? I don't know what that is. Okay, let me put this on the screen real quick before I get out of here, just so that y'all know. I just want y'all to see. Just so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Okay? Because a lot of people don't understand it. Like, what are you talking about, brainwaves? All right, if y'all check the screen right now, this is my YouTube channel. Okay? When I say the YouTube channel banner images, links right here. Okay? You could go to my website. This will take you to brainwaves.com. This is how you can book appointments, whatever. You see here, this is my TikTok. I'm not really active on TikTok anymore for multiple reasons. This is my IG. Okay. And then I have like me on Clubhouse, but I haven't really been active on there. But these are the channel banner image links that I'm talking about. All right. You come here, check out some of my other, same thing on the About tab. You come here and see what's what. Okay, and I got information about appointments and stuff like that. And let me know, I'll work with you. Okay, I will work with you. If you can't afford something, just let me know what you can do or what's what. We'll work stuff out. Okay, I got you. So I sent that to you all. Now you understand. I'm getting out of here. As I said, 100 and how many times it was? 103, 104, 105. So I'm getting out of here, y'all. Before I go, I will be back in the morning. It might be closer to noon Eastern Standard Time with another live stream. I'm going to follow up on something or some things. Now, if someone gets deleted in the meantime, it might be that instead of what I plan on following up with. But whatever it is, you'll get notified. Check my YouTube channel. You'll see what I'm going to go live about. All right. Meantime, getting out of here. I love you all, and I'm going to send you all away as I always do, with love. with blessings and with